Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this beautiful birthday card. We're using all kinds of brand new goodies in the Occasions catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me give you the measurements of the card. We're using the Bermuda Bay, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of sweet sugar plum, and these are both cut at 4 by 5 1/4. One's for the front and one's for the inside. And then we're going to be using 2 pieces of the shimmery white cardstock, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. You need one for the front and one for the inside. All right, so we're going to focus on the shimmery white. We're going to do some stamping. Okay, so let me show you the stamp sets we're using today. This is big on birthdays. We're going to use this happy birthday right here for the inside of the card. Then this one is called Sweet Sentiments, and we're going to be using this Hoping Your Day is Perfect right here. And then this stamp set for the flowers is Oh So Succulent. And then this is also available in a bundle with the succulent framelits, and there's 17 framelits in this collection, and when you buy them together you save 10%. And we're going to be using 2 of the framelits for our flowers. We're going to be using this one and this one. Okay, so we're going to be using our piercing mat, and I have this covered with a piece of grid paper just to protect it so it doesn't get all inky. And then the ink pads we're using, I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black, and then the 2 colors, the Sweet Sugar Plum, and then also the Bermuda Bay in the matching color of the cardstock. Okay, so we're going to take our shimmery white. We're going to take our first outline of the largest flower in this stamp set, just the outline. Let me move this over here. Okay, so we're going to stamp around the outside of the layer of the shimmery white. And I'm just going to kind of frame it out so there's a little space on the right hand side so you can put your greeting. I love flowers. Anytime there's a new flower stamp set, I'm like all over it. I love it. Okay, so then we're going to take our tiny little flowers. You can't even probably see it on camera. Let me see if it shows up better on the stamp set. Okay, so it's right here. There's just a cluster of 3 tiny, tiny, tiny little flowers. And we're going to use the Sweet Sugar Plum and the Bermuda Bay. And we're just going to randomly stamp the background with both colors. It almost looks like a polka dot, but it's definitely flowers. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, I might as well go ahead and stamp the inside too while we have the black out. So I'm going to stamp one up here in the top left, and then one on the bottom right. Okay, then we're going to take our little cluster of flowers again. Let me go ahead and stamp the Happy Birthday too with the Memento ink. And these are all photopolymer stamps, which are really nice because you can see right where you're stamping. Stamp that right there. And then like with any of our photopolymer stamps, you want to hold that for 5 seconds, applying pressure. Since there's no cushion like our clear mount stamps and our wood mount stamps, we're using the paper piercing mat to kind of substitute for the cushion part of the stamp. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use the Bermuda Bay. I'm going to randomly stamp the little cluster of flowers background. Okay, now we're going to take our sponge daubers. I have 2, one for each of the colors, Bermuda Bay. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sponge part of the dauber. They fit on the end of your finger perfectly. And I'm just going to put it in the center of the flower and just make a little circular motion So it's like starting out darker in the center and then working out a little bit lighter. And I'm going to randomly just color like every other Bermuda Bay and then go back in with the sweet sugar plum. Okay, so I'm going to grab some more shimmery white and I'm going to stamp randomly a few more flowers because we're going to use our big shot. And let me show you on the finished one here. I'm going to cut out 2 larger flowers and then 1 smaller for the front, and then for the inside just a smaller flower. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp those on a piece of shimmery white. And you'll notice the smaller one, at least my stamp set, maybe it's a defective one, but on my flower, it's connected to a smaller flower. But since we're cutting it out, the smaller one, it won't be attached to my card. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp them both. I'm just going to cut out that little one. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and color in sweet sugar plum. And then take the Bermuda Bay, color in this one. So pretty. Love it. All right, so let's go grab our big shot. So with the framelits, they line up certain ways with the flowers when you're cutting them out. So you're just going to move the framelit around the flower, and actually that's where it fits perfectly. That never happens. Usually you're turning it to fit into the flower. So this one, I'm going to cut 2 of them out at the same time. Just like that. So you're just going to move it around a little bit until it fits into the flower. Right there. Okay, we're just going to go ahead. Oh, this one moved. Okay. I'm just going to run that through. This second set of flowers out. Okay, so now we're going to grab our Memento ink again, and we're going to stamp this, hoping your day is perfect. And I hope this is enough shimmery white here to punch that out. Guess we're going to find out. And we're going to take our 1/2 inch circle punch. Yeah, it fit. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I'm going to punch out Bermuda Bay cardstock. Then we're going to take our Hope Your Day is Perfect. I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Okay. Then I went ahead already and adhered the inside together. Now we're going to put the front together to the sweet sugar. Actually goes like that. All right, so then I also forgot to mention that we need another piece of sweet sugar plum. This is cut at 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. That's going to layer right on the front of the card. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and layer this onto the front of the Bermuda Bay. Then then this is going to get adhered down to the front, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to pop these flowers up on dimensionals. And we're going to take our two larger flowers. I'm just going to position them so they're overlapping the front. Just like that. And then take a little one, put that right over to the side. Just like that. Then the inside, we're just going to position one over here. We're going to go ahead and put this on the inside. Okay, one more thing, we're going to add basic rhinestones and the enamel shapes. So this is how I store my enamel dots. These are the in colors, and there's only 5 sheets in the in colors. And then this is one of the brights that I have. We're going to use the Bermuda Bay. I just have to scope them out here where they went. I think those are the Tempting Turquoise. Maybe I already got them out. Let me look. I can't seem to find my Bermuda Bay enamel shapes. I know I had them out. So what I'll do is I will just use the Sweet Sugar Plum, and we'll use the basic rhinestones for the Bermuda Bay ones. We'll just switch it up a little bit. So we're going to take the enamel dots, we're just going to put them in the color of the flower. Of course, the inside. Okay, then we're going to take our basic rhinestones and we're going to put those on the Bermuda Bay. So pretty. And the shimmery white, when you tilt it, you can see it. It's just very faint, but it's so pretty. Okay, so there's that one. And then here's this one. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.